The history of boxing is filled with both successes and setbacks. Boxers enter the ring with the intention of leaving lasting legacies. Some go on to become legends, but many end up as unlucky victims. Why did the careers of these boxers die so quickly? What happened to some of the most promising boxers in the world? How did these rising talents fall from stardom almost overnight? Get ready. The answers will surprise you. Boxing can lead to wealth and fame, but it can also lead to terrible misfortunes and unforeseen events that ruin careers. We'll talk about former boxing champions who are now just stories of what could have been. Number 5. Tommy Morrison. Tommy Morrison had a quick ascent to fame. The man had blonde hair, blue eyes, and a body made entirely of steel, giving the impression that Zeus himself molded him. He portrayed the ideal sportsperson. However, his descent was truly disastrous. Morrison was one of the most physically powerful heavyweight fighters of his period. He was a genius in the ring, but outside of it, he appeared to be lacking common sense. Known as the Duke for his part in Rocky V, he gained popularity and competed against the tough Ray Mercer in 1991 for the WBO heavyweight title. Morrison defeated the renowned George Foreman to finally win the WBO title, despite being knocked out in the 5th round of that bout. At the pinnacle of his fighting career, Tommy Morrison aimed to rule the boxing circuit. By this time, the Rocky star owned a heavyweight title, was in peak physical condition, and negotiations had started about a unification bout with WBC heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis. Morrison's life rapidly got out of control as his fame took hold. In October 1993, Michael Bent unexpectedly knocked out Morrison, causing him to lose his WBO title. He started to become unpredictable as his wild lifestyle caught up with him. His careless behavior was well known to all. Later on, he was arrested several times for drug usage and DUI. Morrison was diagnosed with HIV in 1996, right before a fight that was arranged. Tragically, his story took a turn when he denied contracting the virus and started to lose favor with the boxing community. Tommy Morrison died of a severe infection-related heart attack that resulted in multiple organ failure. Controversy still surrounds his passing, particularly in light of his HIV diagnosis. We will never be able to determine the extent of his potential if his career has not been cut short. It's similar to estimating the height to which a kite could have soared had the wind continued to blow. Please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you're enjoying the dramatic lives of these boxers. We have more amazing stories coming up. Press the bell icon so that you don't miss our latest videos. Number 4. Edwin Valero. Edwin Valero was a legendary boxer known for his knockout power, but beyond his rough exterior lay a tortured soul. The Venezuelan boxer gained popularity fast as a formidable pound-for-pound competitor with rock-hard hands. With 27 victories via knockout and 0 losses, his record was flawless. In the ring, he was an absolutely terrifying presence. The strong knockout power of Valero scared his opponents. He could move at the speed of light, hitting his opponents so many times with his jabs that they would lose their balance. When he was at his best, the entire featherweight class was terrified of him because he seemed unbeatable. Not even the best featherweight fighters took a chance on the Venezuelan. Legends such as Manuel Marquez, Marco Antonio Barrera, and even the greatest boxer of all time, Manny Pacquiao, were unwilling to take on the formidable Valero. Merely a handful of courageous fighters ventured into the ring beside El Inca, and they all fell, tasting his powerful punches. What personal problems did Edwin Valero have outside of the ring that finally led to his untimely death? Biggest fights for the wild fighter happened outside of the ring. Valero enjoyed boxing and put on the gloves with ease, but his personal life followed him everywhere. Edwin Valero's demise was largely caused by his wife and family. Fighter Valero was arrested for assault when a man accused him that, during an argument, he had beaten his mother and sister. In 2010, El Inca faced another assault accusation, this time from his own wife. The 28-year-old's life took an extremely tragic turn when he was charged with murder. He stabbed his wife to death and then left her lifeless body in a hotel room. Police discovered the body of Valero's wife, Jennifer Carolina Vieira de Valero, 24, in a hotel room in Valencia, Carabobo, on April 18, 2010, leading to Valero's arrest. She had suffered 3 stab wounds. His life and boxing career came to an abrupt end the very next day when he was discovered hanging in his detention cell. Number 3. Antonio Margarito. Antonio Margarito had established himself as a formidable opponent. Margarito began boxing professionally at the age of 15, and at that time, he was battling his way up to the welterweight world championship. The Mexican won 3 titles throughout his tenure: the WBA from 2008 to 2009, the IBF in 2008, and the WBO from 2002 to 2007. He was sipping from the cup of success, riding a wave of momentum and outlasting any